Hello everyone, myself I am Rathod from MSc second year botany department. Today's my seminar topic is a microsporogenesis. What is a microsporogenesis? There are numbers of things. What is exactly stamens? What is exactly anther? What is exactly TS of microsporangium? There are numbers of things we are already discussed about in these previous sessions. But today's session is most important session because where there are having a number of things today we will discuss in this particular session because this is a previous session is most important for you because where they are having a numbers of things they are related to basic this concept. This is a regarding about the microsporogenesis. But where there's in this particular session we will discuss about what is the exactly definition of microsporogenesis. One simple definition we have seen in last previous sessions about the microsporogenesis. This one is formations of microspore are called as microsporogenesis, but this is a very simple and funny definitions about the microsporogenesis. But in this session today's in these sessions I will discuss we will discuss about what is the exactly and proper definitions with conceptual about microsporogenesis. What are exactly definitions of microsporogenesis? There are numbers of things we will discuss today in this particular session. Let's start it. What is a microsporogenesis? Microsporogenesis is a process in which formations of microspore from microspore mother cell by a meiosis process. By meiosis, such types of process are called as microsporogenesis. I am saying to you what is a microsporogenesis? Microsporogenesis is a process in which formations of microspore from microspore mother cell by meiosis. Such types of process are called as microsporogenesis. First of all, microsporogenesis is a process where there formations of microspore from microspore mother cell by meiosis. Now look at this point. Formations of microspore from microspore mother cell by meiosis. Such types of process are called as microsporogenesis. This is a very simple definition. This is a very conceptual definition about microsporogenesis. And pollen grain is also called as microspore. There are numbers of things we have seen already discussed in this previous session. Hence previous session is most important for you because where there are having a numbers of basic terms are involved in this previous sessions. Let's start it. Microspore is act as a male gametophyte in higher plant and one new point added here. Microspore mother cell is also called as pollen mother cell. Actually it is not a new point, but there are very basic terms. There are very basic terms about this microspore mother cell, but sometime we don't know. Then I am saying to you what is a sporogenous tissue? What is a sporogenous tissue? What are where there are exactly present? What is exactly locations of this sporogenous tissue? There are numbers of things we have seen. There are numbers of things discussed about what is a sporogenous tissue in this previous session. But sporogenous tissue they are having in a large amount of cell. They are having in a spore-like structure which is present inside a pollen sac, and those pollen sac after the completely maturity, which one of the following layers is responsible for to providing a food material to sporogenous tissue? Option number 1, epidermis, endothecium, middle layer, tapetum. Which one of the option is more correct about this particular statement? Absolutely correct. Tapetum is a layer. Tapetum is the innermost layer of anther wall, which is responsible for providing food material to sporogenous tissue. And after they got food material and they are having in a completely maturity, and when they are completely maturity, those sporogenous tissue they are directly converted into primary sporogenous cell, and those primary sporogenous cell they are having in a diploid in nature. They are having in a diploid in nature, and they are directly act as microspore mother cell. Hence microspore mother cell are having in a diploid in nature, because Primary sporogenous cells are also diploid in nature. Hence, microspore mother cell is also be diploid in nature, and microspore mother cell are also called as polar mother cell. But now this is the important point here. Now this is the important point here. Those polar mother cell or microspore mother cell, those polar mother cell or microspore mother cell, they are most important because they are having a diploid in nature, and they are one they are act like a mother cell. They are act like a mother cell. Why? Because they are a important role play in formations of microspore, and those microspore mother cell or polar mother cell, they are divide or increasing there in a large amount of number. Hence they are undergo divide and formations of large amount of microspore mother cell, and each and every microspore mother cell, they are having in a diploid in nature, but each and every microspore mother cell undergo meiosis and formations of 4 haploid of microspore with the help of meiosis. Now one point is most important here. Each and every cell of microspore mother cell undergo meiosis and formations of 4 haploid microspore. 4 haploid microspore are developed from microspore mother cell or microspore mother cell. They are completely mature microspore. They are developed from microspore mother cell. Those are having in a diploid in nature, but those are completely from microspore mother cell. They are having in a haploid in nature. I hope it is clear to all of you. Then look at this particular photograph where they are having a numbers of things are mentioned in this particular photographs. Now this sporogenic tissue, they are having immature form of cell which is present inside a pollen sac, and those are responsible for formations of primary sporogenous cell, and those primary sporogenous cell are responsible. Those primary sporogenous cell, they are directly act as microspore mother cell, and microspore mother cell, they are having a diploid in nature, because microspore mother cell are having and diploid in nature. Hence microspore mother cell is also having in diploid in nature. Now look at this particular point. Now look at this on particular point where there are having microsporogenesis is a process in which formations of microspore from microspore mother cell by meiosis. Such types of process are called as meiosis. I hope it is a very simple to understand what is the exactly definitions about microsporogenesis. In this photograph is most important for you, where they are having in a simple way, where they are clearly mentioned here to understood you. Now look at this proper and particular definitions, where there are microsporogenesis is a process of formation of microspore from microspore mother cell. Formations of microspore from microspore mother cell by meiosis. Such types of processes are called microsporogenesis. Now look at here. Microsporogenesis is a process in which formations of microspore from microspore mother cell by meiosis. Such types of processes are called as microsporogenesis. I hope it is clear to all of you, because in this particular photograph it is clearly mentions about microsporogenesis, about standard definitions about microsporogenesis. One another definitions about microsporogenesis, that one is for microsporogenesis is a process in which haploid microspore from diploid microspore mother cell undergo meiosis by meiosis. Such types of processes are called as microsporogenesis. But when those microspore, now look at this particular mature anther. In this particular mature anther, in this particular mature anther, the structure of anther are having in a bilobe structure, hence is called as bilobe, and one partitions are present inside inside a two, in between two lobes, hence is called as dithecous anther, hence is called as dithecous anther. And inside here the number of microsporangium are present, and inside a microsporangium what are present? Pollen grains are present, and those pollen grains are responsible for act as a male gametophyte. Hence I hope it is clear to all of you. And when we have seen transverse sections of microsporangium, they are already discussed about in this previous sessions. They are having four different sacs are present, and each sac inside here one pollen grains are present, hence is called a tetrasporangium. Now look at this particular photograph. A mature anther wall are having four different sacs are present, and each sac one pollen grain are present inside here. I hope it is clear to all of you. It is a very simple and interesting concept, but it is one important point here. This one is the meiosis division is essential in all reproduction organism. Due to the meiosis, diploid sporophytic cell gives the haploid gametophytic. It is clearly visible here now in this particular photograph. Now look at this, where there are having, it is a diploid in number, but diploid 2 they are converted into haploid with the help of meiosis. Hence I am saying to about meiosis. The meiosis division is essential in all reproduction organism. Due to the meiosis, diploid sporophytic cell gives the haploid gametophytic. I hope it is clear to all of you. Now look at this mature pollen grain. Now look at this mature pollen grains. In this mature pollen grains, the mature pollen grain they are made up from two different layers. The outer layer is exine. The outer layer is made up from exine, and inner layer is made up from intine, and one nucleus is present inside a. Now look at this. I will draw this structure. Now it is a mature pollen grain, and the outermost layer of pollen grain is made up from exine, and innermost layer is made up of intine, and one nucleus is located at the center of this pollen grain, of this mature pollen grain. The nucleus they are again divided into two different parts. One is a vegetative cell, and another one is a generative cell. Generative cell is a smaller in structure, smaller in size, and vegetative cell in a larger in structure. They are having numbers of things related about the microsporogenesis. I hope it is clear to all of you. Thanks to all. Please take a proper mask in our mouth. Take care. Bye bye.